Good morning to all. So today we're working on mobility. Mobility. If you feel stiff in your body, it's going to influence a stiff mind. So by thinking about being relaxed, believing it's possible to feel relaxed by breathing and be like, the body could start feeling relaxed. It's at least open to being relaxed now, and we'll go on from there. Then we need heat. We need enough heat for movement and the mindset of being relaxed to be able to increase our mobility. So two, heat for movement and relaxation coming from the mind so the body can release its mobility. So what we're gonna do, number one, is we're just gonna try to walk side by side very smoothly and just to breathe. And I could go till outside of my mat. The priority here is how so I need minimal movement for heat and thinking about relaxation. Good. Then I'm going to switch my movement and be walking back and forth. Watch out not to slip your feet on your mat and back. So some people like that do Latin dancing, they'll be happy because it looks like that's what I'm doing right now. And then you might start losing yourself and start spinning all over the place. Okay, just watch out for the yoga mat. And it's like, well, why don't you run? Why aren't you running? I want to burn more calories. We're working mobility here. So I want what's right. What's right is feeling my body in action, and I want to feel relaxed at the same time. So if you're trying to learn Spanish dancing, let's say, or Latin dancing, and you're tense, it won't work. That's why people at parties, when there's music, they feel like they can't dance well. It's because their mind has so much tension about the way that they feel that they're gonna look. And it might not be what they want people to perceive from them, that it blocks their movements, right? So this is why it's so important for us to practice moving our hips naturally, because I'm relaxed. Wait, relax. Relax, relax. Good. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna practice going in and out with my arms. Notice that they're moving like as if I had like bird wings or something, right? I'm just trying to move my body as relaxed as possible. And if you want to kick it up a notch, you can walk in place as you do it. But the main point is not what you're doing with your lower body. That's in the automatic state now. It's what you're doing with your upper body. So I'm sending my attention to what my elbows and my shoulders are feeling. So there's not any harsh movements. This is me from a different angle. Don't worry about what your lower body is doing, because if you realize your lower body is not synchronized with the upper body, everything's gonna start blocking and you're gonna start developing tension. Get it? This feels good. So this is a warm-up for mobility. Now I'm going forward and back, really trying to go get the range, the natural range of my shoulders. And then they will be eventually bring my shoulders above my head, okay? So after scissoring in and out, the next one will be forward and back. I just kind of let them like up, down. I drop them and direct them. A directed drop. So it looks almost like as I'm skiing, right? But it's giving me a good warm up for my lower back as well, okay? And lastly, like I said, what I want to practice doing is bring my arms above, completely above my head, and feeling the good stretch in the area of my shoulder blades, my back, and back down. Okay, we're gonna do it again. Inhaling up, holding your air, and back down. Avoid hyperextending your elbows. Inhale, hold, and relax. One more. Inhale, hold, and relax. A beautiful thing for the back is being able to go with some rotations. So the rotation that we're gonna go for right now, we're gonna start on the floor first as a warm-up. And I'm gonna practice taking my right hand and sliding it towards my left till the side of my head comes on the floor. And relax here. Feel the limit of, if you go past this point, you might hurt yourself. But right before that point, there's like an al dente point. It's just perfect. And breathe. And notice how you breathe, the tension that that it creates on the body. Okay? Same thing with my other side. I'm just sliding my hand under till the side of my head comes to the floor comfortably. I feel right now where I had a previous injury, I feel a good stretch in that area. So it does offer very good relief. We're going to do one more each side. Slowly finding that limit point. And what happens here is that my left hand stays at 90 degrees kind of, to give me the support that I want. It has to feel good. And slowly we'll go to the other side again. I just have to keep fixing my t-shirt. I usually have longer t-shirts, but that's not the case. Oh, and that feels so beautiful. Just relax here. So you see, we have to do a minimal warm-up so that the body is more able to reach its true mobility. And the mind has to be relaxed. So always notice that there's both that are necessary when you work on your mobility. Okay? Next thing we're going to practice the mobility of the hips. So I'm going to go with one leg goes up beside my hand, and I slide back the left leg. I have to feel the vulnerability of my hips here. Okay, so my hips are being stretched here, and if I could feel this is vulnerable, I could stay at that limit point and enjoy my body, allowing its mobility to improve over time. Over time, you're not going to get it in one day, right? And then I could move back with my body, which stretches my hamstrings, and I could go back forward into this and relax. Turn this into like this moving meditation, where instead of just doing nothing, right, as the goal of the meditation, I'm observing what's going on in my body. Okay, so from here on, I'm just gonna allow my back to go back up. I'm gonna switch legs and bring my left leg beside my hands. From here, I move back my right leg, my right knee. I move it back using my toes till I find the stretch that I'm looking for, right? Once I have the stretch I'm looking for, I observe myself in it. I observe my calm and I observe my ease. So you want ease here. See, right now I notice people are walking. Is that affecting my ease? Almost. And then it disappeared because I noticed that it's something that could affect me, and then I just overrode it. Like I just went over it. Continue breathing and accepted what is, right? Because nothing I want is going to change that, so I accepted it. Another way of staying calm. So here I push back. There's going to be a stretch in my hamstring, and I'm using the help of my hands too, so all my body weight doesn't really go on my knee, although it could be a little uncomfortable for some. You're not really damaging your knee. It's once again surface tension, as we call it. Surface pain. It's not like I'm injuring myself pain. Okay? Last time forward. We did spend a little bit more time on this side, but that's okay. And last time back, maybe to balance it out. Good. Okay. Awesome. So another thing that we want to be able to do here is when we're going to go back up, well, let's just use the lunge formation. Okay. I'm going to use my right leg to stay in front of me, and I'm going to extend the left. See what I just did here? Right leg, I feel my heel on the floor, it's stable. And then I just extend my left leg. Okay. What I want from this position is a rotation, right? So I'm going to do is I'm going to try to rotate my body completely so that I turn my head to the right. I'm leaning my elbow across my knee. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Okay? Your back loves this, by the way. So left leg, I extend my right leg. That's the distance you need to have in the lunge, right? And then from here, after getting both of my arms here, I just rotate as the philosopher. I would call this the rotating philosopher's back stretch. Just really technical. And back down. Okay, good. One more that we're going to do using the back here is just this contrast, right? This contrast in between. Bring my hands close to my pecs, having my back stretch with an abdominal contraction, and then going up into a rounded back. I'm just rounding my back, and then allowing myself to come back down to the floor, which uses a bit my arms, and feeling my abdominal stretch. Feeling my abdominal stretch is a safe way of using the mobility of my back without putting any stress on the vertebrae, because my abs are holding the movement together. Then I squeeze together my abs. Before they were stretched and contracted, now they are shortened and contracted, and I'm gonna try to round my back. See, I was just gonna move back my butt, but no, I wanna round my back. So this is like a super cat-cow pose. So slowly, I feel the point where, oh, this feels good. James Brown type of feel good. This feels good. Nice, calm and relax. And then I shorten my abdominal wall, and I wanna round my back as much as possible. And good. All right. Last but not least, just for the head, right? Sitting comfortably in any comfortable position. Allow your head to go completely to the left. Inhale, exhale. Head completely to the left. Inhale, exhale. To the right again. Inhale, exhale. And one more time to the left. Once up. And down completely, relax. A second time up. Feels good when your eyes are closed. And exhale. Then tilting my head to the left. Not too much. And tilt to the right. And we're good to go. All right. So this was just a short little routine that you could do for yourself. And what I'm going to finish off with is just using one leg at a time to see how low I can sit. Because I feel this is kind of like a good all-in-one movement. Find a variation that's good for you, where you feel relaxed here and you're stretching your body. I could do this with having beautiful music in the background, but if the beautiful music right now are my instructions, then perfect. But this is just this routine becomes yours. It becomes something where it's like you could hear the melody of your own body, and then you could start at the advanced level having melody playing outside of what you're hearing inside of you, and then both of them could work together. So now you could have soothing music as you match it to the soothing music of your body being happy as you're increasing and taking care of its mobility. Remember, the mobility of the mind and the mobility of the body are one thing, and you want to synchronize those together. Take care, everyone, and till next time. Bye.